When it comes to the Arizona Cardinals, honestly, there have not been many bright spots in the draft, and thankfully, that is all thanks to this man right here, Steve Keim. A lot of you guys are familiar with him, a lot of you guys aren't. If you're a Cardinals fan, unfortunately you are, but this man right here has literally spiraled this team so many years backwards just because his inability of drafting. And some of you may think it's not that bad, but I promise you as a Cardinals fan it is. Like, I could really deep dive into another video. That's not the point. Looking back at the 2022 draft for the Arizona Cardinals, honestly, there was not many bright spots. Their first round pick was used to trade away to get Hollywood Brown, which has been a pretty solid addition, but who knows if he's going to be here long term. He's up for a contract this year, has been playing pretty solid for the Arizona Cardinals, has a lot of touchdowns missed this season, which that's not his fault, that's just testament to quarterback play. But in my personal opinion, I think he's been pretty solid. We have players like Cam Thomas, who honestly has had a lot of opportunity and hasn't really shined in a super crowded outside linebacker room. I'm not going to sit here and discredit that, but if Cam Thomas was producing like he was last season, he would be on the field. It's as simple as that. Then we also selected Myjai Sanders, who I personally had a lot of high hopes for, but he just didn't pan out for us. Again, super crowded edge rusher room, but even in Houston, he's a third string right now. We ended up cutting him a couple weeks ago, and obviously he hasn't panned out. Then we have Keontae Ingram, who the Arizona Cardinals desperately needed at the time to step up and be a backup running back, but given the chance this year when James Conner went down, he just hasn't looked great. We've been unable to pair a back alongside James Conner since Chase Edmonds departed, so it's been very difficult to find that, and Keontae Ingram just isn't that. Then we took guard Lecitus Smith out of Virginia Tech. That didn't pan out well, obviously, either. He was a 6th round pick, didn't really expect him to pan out, but we just needed solid depth, and honestly, it just hasn't been great. I believe he's in Philly right now, and I'm pretty sure he's a backup. Then we have a couple 7th round picks like Christian Matthew, Jesse Lakuta, and Marquise Hayes. Things for the Arizona Cardinals haven't been great, especially this draft right here, but there is one name that has stood out, especially this season, and that is tight end Trey McBride. McBride was taken with the 55th overall pick in round 2 by the Arizona Cardinals, tight end out of Colorado State, and his stats there were honestly phenomenal throughout 4 seasons. If you guys paid attention, Trey McBride was fantastic in his last year, eclipsing 1,100 yards, and what's crazy is he also piled on 90 receptions. And then you see the years before that, 22 receptions, 330 yards, 45 receptions, 560 yards, and Trey McBride in 2020 did that in 4 games. So the potential has always been there. But ever since McBride has been drafted by the Cardinals, he has always been behind Zach Ertz, legendary tight end, and honestly, Kyler Murray has a great connection with him, so I understand why the Arizona Cardinals have been playing him. But if you've been a fan of the channel, you guys know that Trey McBride is someone that I've always been super high on, and I really wanted him to get that opportunity. And even to start the season, he wasn't getting that. Zach Ertz coming off an ACL tear was still the tight end 1, but with Zach Ertz going down and getting placed on IR, McBride had no choice but to step up, and he has looked absolutely phenomenal since. McBride in his last 5 games has been absolutely impressive. Let me go ahead and read off these numbers. 4 receptions for 62 yards, 3 receptions for 29 yards. Obviously not the best game, but then he follows it up against Baltimore with 10 receptions for 95 yards, and this was with Josh Dobbs at quarterback. Then you go to Cleveland where he's playing with Clayton Tune, only 3 receptions for 22. That was a very bad game just overall. But then here we go against the Atlanta Falcons when he gets his quarterback 1 and Kyler Murray back, and I thought Trey McBride was going to explode. I didn't know it was going to be this game, but little did I know it was going to be the first game that Kyler's back. 8 receptions for 131 yards. This is obviously Trey McBride's first career game with 100+ receiving yards. This is year 2 for him, but big things are coming from him. Given the opportunity, he has taken it by storm, and he hasn't looked back at all. McBride looks like a legit tight end 1 for years to come, and he's even drawing insane comparisons. I wouldn't go as far as crazy as saying that. I don't know if I can go that far yet. Obviously, it's a small sample size, but do I believe that Trey McBride can legitimately become a superstar? I absolutely do, and I think he can get on that level, maybe a little worse, but I think he can get on that level. The Arizona Cardinals haven't had a fantastic tight end. We've shuffled from people like Jermaine Gresham, Darren Fells, players like Todd Heap. Like, we've never had an elite level tight end, and Trey McBride has the potential to do that. If you guys haven't seen it, this was a play made last game by Kyler Murray where he took an absolute shot to McBride. That just shows you the confidence he has in this kid. One of the biggest plays of the game, you need to get downfield. We're almost in field goal range, but instead of just taking the dink and dunks and try to get the small yardage, Kyler sees McBride one-on-one, and what does he do? He throws it up, McBride makes an insane adjustment, comes back to the ball, catches it, and the Arizona Cardinals end up winning the game.
Let's go!
Absolutely fantastic play. Kyler Murray obviously shows a lot of trust in McBride. They haven't had the ability to even connect like that. They didn't get to go through live game reps like this, and there was a miscue even earlier on. So these two weren't even on the same page the entire game. This is Kyler's first game back, like we said. They're still getting comfortable with each other, but Kyler obviously showcased that he has enough belief in Trey McBride already to take that shot. If you haven't seen Trey McBride play, you are missing out. Tune into Arizona Cardinals football. As pathetic as we've been all season, towards the back end of our schedule with Kyler Murray back, we are going to be very competitive, and I believe that Trey McBride is going to be a huge reason why. Trey McBride not only gives Kyler Murray kind of that safety blanket, a lot of quarterbacks love targeting their tight ends, some of the best ever, Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, Tom Brady, Rob Gronkowski, Peyton Manning, Dallas Clark, John Elway, and Shannon Sharp. I don't want to speak insane, but could we see a Kyler Murray, Trey McBride connection in the future just being phenomenal? We absolutely could. This could lead us to Super Bowls.
2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7.
It is very early in this young man's career, but man, let me tell you, he has been phenomenal and he has showcased some incredible things. His pass catching ability is up there with some of the best. He gets great separation. On top of that, he literally is like another receiver. Pair that along the fact that he is 6'3", almost 250 pounds. That's a tough matchup for anybody. What's nice to see too is Trey McBride gives 100% effort, even if he's blocking. A lot of tight ends don't love blocking, and it's kind of either they're a pass catching tight end or a run blocking tight end. Trey McBride shows effort. He's down to do the gritty things, and on top of that, he's also a phenomenal pass catcher. And I know it's kind of crazy saying Trey McBride could be a potential superstar because he is so young into his career. But if you've tuned in and you really lock in on what Trey McBride has done, he has been so fantastic that I am not hesitating on calling him that. Steve Keim has missed out on a ton of draft picks, literally everybody inside this draft class, but I don't think Trey McBride is one of those. I think Trey McBride has the chance to be something special and legitimately be one of the best tight ends in the NFL. By the end of this season, if he's not classified as a top 10 tight end, I will be surprised. So if you haven't yet, learn the name Trey McBride. He is coming to take the league by storm. I mean, you heard it here first, so when he takes that leap, don't be surprised. With that being said, man, that's pretty much gonna wrap up today's video. If you guys agree with me and you think Trey McBride has a legit shot to be a superstar, go ahead and drop that comment down in the comment section below. And also, if you guys are new to the channel and ended up enjoying today's video, man, consider hitting that subscribe button. I post Arizona Cardinals and NFL related content, so if you're a fan of either of those, this is the perfect channel for you. And also, if we end up hitting 6,000 subscribers, we are gonna be giving away this bad boy right here, a DeAndre Hopkins icy white. I don't know why it fell. You guys see icy white DeAndre Hopkins jersey. This is the brand new Cardinals jersey. Obviously D-Hop is not on the team anymore, but man, this jersey is clean. So if you guys want a potential chance to win this at the end of the NFL season, if we hit 6,000 subscribers, we're going to be giving this away to one of you guys. So if you want that opportunity to walk away with this bad boy right here, all we got to do is smash that subscribe button. 6,000 by the NFL season, and one of you guys are going to walk away with this. But like I said, man, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy. It's been your boy Mythic. Peace out.
And love is love, and hate is hate. To die's an awesome adventure, and I can hardly wait. Earth is a prison, I need a great escape. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone. You know I'm in my zone. I took a bite of the glory, I tell you how it tastes.